And I remember it was so funny. It was so funny. We were cycling the mountain that day. We stopped in Vermont, BC, which is like Dunesville. You're in so many mountains. Like, if the road is closed, you're stuck and you might get covered by an avalanche. Like, nobody actually lives there. There's just a store, athletic store, the office, and all this stuff. And it's just for cycling fucking mountains. And Aaron showed up because he's my friend. He wanted to be funny. And he's dying from the fucking altitude. He's laying in this big wagon, the safety wagon. And that's when I realized that he's really a friend. No, like that he really fucking is intensely a friend. And Eric was there. This is when I was like 13. And I still remember it. Like, it flashes through my mind and I love it. It's just, I want to pull a prank, obviously. But no, you get a beach body and then you get stacked. And then you can pump it for a show, but it makes it hard on you. But it can increase your age and expectancy. But it might actually lower it if you're not eating enough actual like good foods, whole foods, fresh foods kind of thing. Yeah, and Arnold Schwarzenegger doesn't believe in hitting people. Neither do I. Because what goes on in your life, and like what are you sick with, and like what does that mean? Well, we know, so don't fucking hit people. And Chastel is what's her name? Anyway, her brother is a psychiatrist on YouTube. She's part of music, and she was wondering if I wanted to date this guy, and I forget his band's name too. It's all new to me actually, this whole situation, but it might be worth it. Who knows? And some band named after food, like cinnamon roll or something. That's a clue to me too. My skin is doing awful today again, probably because I was wearing that sweater that's super dry. Should be wearing like wicking material or nice fresh cotton or something. And then we made a movie. We made a big scene about it all. Then we went and played music. And Aaron has a secret crush that he can never get because she's married. Well, he gave that up probably a long time ago. Probably not. I think he was pretty serious. I do so many acts in Hollywood that I like, can't even explain who the fuck I am and which ones. Good thing I love music, or else I'd really flop. Well, anyway, the gesture of it all is that, yeah, pretty sad that Owen died. It was like I hit him in the head when his bone started to crack. It's osteoporosis. That was terrifying. I sat with him and so his neck and shit and it's fucking disgusting. It was disgusting, you guys. I sat with him pregnant because I knew he was a nice guy and his whole self. It made me a little bit OCD, and then I relaxed so far that I'm okay now. And there's fucking like white patches on my skin, like the veins. That's just fucking shitty. I get cold and like feel like a blister. It's my albino part. It's all albino. Yeah. And I'm sorry that my family congregates just by happening. I don't know why. Mostly albinos all together. Or the part whites ones. What a deep prank. Fucking video on fucking YouTube that's at random, basically. I think when you're viewing my page about facts that are so hard to understand. Like, why a beach body? Why are you boxing? Why are you skipping? Why are you doing this, right? Well, because you want to be shredded and stacked eventually. I gotta go back to boxing, I think, but I don't know. My wrist is pretty fucked. And my shoulder. I love being a teacher of human kinetics, and then I'm a teacher of physical awareness and all that, a bunch of different broad spectrum subjects. Yeah, they don't like to fucking listen. I still cry that mommy doesn't have babies for them to have a baby. And I know why, so I don't hit them, but definitely stressing me out. I feel abused after work. Like, what do you mean? What do you mean? You're like, don't even think of me that way. It's not the point of the day. The point of the day for you wasn't that either, and your parents or whoever still did that to you. People have abortions and stuff when they're getting their adjustments. I teach them how to do it. I know friggin' what's his name? Um, Chastel's brother. He works at the abortion clinic. I did for a bit too. I just started to feel like saying, I am gonna die for you. I'm sorry. It is those fucking families that like you just like you can almost like vision and put a painting of them that's moving so well that it makes what they are. Pitchfork and a fucking pumpkin kind of bastards. Stab you in the face. Still wrecking their pitchfork. Some of them it was just an accident. It fucked with their head when everybody else was telling their stories, but they backed out because it was too painful. Well, you should if you want to, right? You can get neurological knots in your brain that cause pain for the rest of your fucking life. Going through too much pain. I can get like stabbed right through me as long as it doesn't hit my spine. I'll be okay, right? I will one day, but one day I will be okay. Some people, I don't know. I just try to teach them where I come from, where I start, where I go, where I end up, and give them the insight. Yeah, punks are risen from not being abused, but dealing with like situations that are uncomfortable a lot. I want to go home on Wednesday. I hope Aaron comes home for Eric. Because I can't leave my keys. I'm sorry, that's not even legal. My sinuses are whistling because that's sore in my nose. I wanted one kid. I'm not even kidding. Because that was like ingenuitive, that relationship. Like made me feel better than I ever have. Like I kind of had anxiety with like unlocking doors. Like I was becoming like stunted. I was so young, and I had to be out on my own because I had made so much money. I was scared, and he made it okay. That's the one thing that he did. I was scared somebody was gonna be in there. Too many horror movies. Or that I couldn't unlock my door and the manager wasn't gonna be there. And the old locks that we used to have back in the day. Everyone's changed their locks. What I need help with now is the silence that I go through. Like don't wake me up too fast, but because I think about this kind of shit all the time. It snows tons in Canada. Like literally 7 tons every half a winter. And then winter is half a year approximately. 7 tons this way. It melts and then it snows again. Gotta get that meat out of the oven. Ew. That's in the oven. Late night munchies. My god, and it usually is meat too. I always want to cook a steak at night. I want like matzo sticks for dinner, but then I want steak for midnight snack. I should actually talk to somebody if I'm doing anything right, but that's myself. But sometimes you have to break who the hell you are to look how you want to. Because I kind of lost it. And everything changed too. My type 1 got worse. I could probably figure it out myself, just trial and error. Maybe it is matzo sticks and a steak at midnight. I'm actually gonna try harder. Yeah. To buy groceries. My lungs were shaking, and that's really what made me not want to because Aaron had all the food anyway. So he just filled the freezer out of the niceness of his audacity. And I feel bad for all the shit I said. It's because I didn't want to fucking eat for my lungs because it makes me bitchy. Like, um, I can't even think of a food product right now. Like shish kebabs, really. Like freaking spring rolls and stuff. I can't eat spring rolls and stuff. Shish kebabs. Never been able to eat them. My one grandpa, my grandma's cousin, he was just fucking just like you couldn't even believe it, and he was like 70, and he always listened to me on that one. When my lungs quake and you have to eat spring rolls. You're a fucking bitchy mess. Everybody is. They just deny it sometimes. Too much. They don't know what it is. It's the spring rolls. Makes their lungs stop quaking. Like, he's fucking Chinese for crying out loud. He understood. He had a boxing set up in his garage. He's worked on old classics and hot rods and speed racers. He was a fucking welder. And but in the day that it was popular, now it's just in need. It was popular in that day. He got his retirement pay, and that's what he did. And he got retirement. Like, wow. Well, so did Della, you little crybaby. Why? Are we even gonna get retirement? She's sick with corona at work, finishing her quota. She's my auntie's friend. They got me with Farming Corporation. That's how I have so much money, mostly, you know. I could eat spring rolls right now, the taste, but the bitchiness just eats me alive, man. It's Uganong paper. Uganong. It's like UNGKGONN or something. Uganong. It's made out of fish. An Uganong fish. They're ugly as hell. I might sleep on the floor because, but I don't know. I'm not even copying you. I swear to God. No, it's just I'm selfish and I go to bed too, and I'm just wrecking it. And it's kind of a religious thing, honestly. Sleep on the floor with a bunch of blankets and pillows and maybe little bit of a mattress. I have to do laundry too much though, and I gotta remind myself that. I sleep on the floor with people that have no choice. Feels like my hair is not growing, but like it actually really is. Just because the sides were shaved into a military cut, so they're super short. That's as long as they are. As long as I put the effort into getting some good shampoo, I don't think I'll shave my head. And watch the allergies with my skin. Some people like, well, we take like lighted photos of people that aren't careful and they get like speckles on the undersurface. And that's what I meant when I was younger, that my belly's all speckled, Melissa, my sister. Because it was. Like, essentially, it really was. Using cheap products wears out your skin. And we don't care because we're warriors. And then, maybe we should care, but a little bit of vanity. So, Mark Anthony for sure. If you want to win, pick a Mark Anthony line that suits you the best. That guy's a babe. Mark Anthony. Yeah, like if you don't want to waste your money, it's Mark Anthony. It's a little bit more, but you're not wasting it at least. And you don't have to shower as often, honestly, and like you don't even stink. And I sweat all the time because I'm such a hothead. There's pizza. I can make pizza. I'm actually kind of hungry because it's like 1. I just woke up. Eric woke me up too, which is a blessing in disguise. Just kind of wash off the pan, throw the pizza on there, bake it in the oven. Aaron can hear my voice. He can understand. He can collaborate or calculate like what the fuck I'm talking about. He does it too. Like that's why he eats so bland. Because everything makes him bitchy. He just eats the meat and the gravy. I never thought Aaron would like me at first. My boyfriend's like, come on, just talk to him. He's working at the liquor store. I was like, well, I have no one really to say that. And he's like, I know you. I was like, well, you can come over if you want. I gave him an address card, my phone number, and my business card. Before my company was widescape, like massive, I had business cards. Construction company, demolition. That's who I really am. But something saved me. And that's why I love that. You Must Have Saved Me by Paris and Bad Son. Because it just like freaking sends those good feelings that, like, yeah, something really did, didn't it? Nothing can stop me from being a punk, though. And that's what I want a boyfriend for. He's not to stop me from being a punk because Joey doesn't want to fall in love. He likes being a punk. Supposedly. I just said it like that, which was kind of rude. Just to help me from thinking so much about things. So much. Like, I do it so much. Like, I guess it's kind of good to make multiples of some kind of topics, especially these ones. But, and maybe you can get me driving. I just have to go punch my L again because I'm a freaking cop. Yeah. And if they make me play it safe, it just know it's because there's danger on the road. Yep. It's hard to believe, isn't it? Like, because it's still like the 90s. You can just grab a vehicle and go. And if you get in an accident, it's your fault you don't have insurance. But there is a coverage insurance of the 90s Act. That's how it is. That's really how it is. And we do all this fucking around because we want careers that make money. Well, duh. Duh. I was taking my mom's Ford car. It's old fucking long. I forget what it was, but it was awesome. Yeah, and I'd go to like my grandpa Stewart's. I'd go to town. I'd go to like day night, pick up some horse tack with my money I made cleaning the house mostly at those days. Like I was little. I put bricks behind my back and away I'd fucking go. But yeah, with my wrist and shoulder injury, I've been a little bit less into doing that. And I don't have a vehicle that I want to take. Like my mom's is insured for her business. I don't want to take her car. My dad's truck, it was a gift from his dad and me, so I don't want to fuck with it. Just in case, right? But yeah. Take my wolves to Forest of the World for their hamburger mile. That's what I did. And I had euthanized them. Well, they're on euthanasia. I went to the vet, direct them, took them to the Forest of the World. There's wildlife and shit. And they're just like, they're living their last day on the euthanasia. They act like they're big prime again. I'm feeding them McDonald's. They couldn't protect me. If a fucking bear came at me, well, Elvis was a bear, but jealous bears, you never know. Shitloads of moose in there. It's a huge park, and you have to like run down this really steep hill. It's like the hardest trail, and then you have to turn around. Sometimes you can't even make it when you turn around. I think they're fixing it, but I don't know. It's a hard ass flatland kind of trail. It's really hilly, but like it's on a mountain. You're not allowed to videotape a hamburger mile. Because then they'd be like, "What'd you do to the dogs?" Or I don't know. I wasn't allowed to videotape, is what the cops said. Police. But they were just like in mud's like bam, bam. I was just like boom, boom. It's fucking sad. And then Elvis broke his leg. I did. I packed him and I just grabbed him and threw him like this, and he let him flop down. And then I switched him. Come here. So his head was up. Yeah, he's basically dead by the time I made it back. But what am I doing? I don't need pizza, do I? I probably actually really do. Nervous. That's pretty cute, I guess. It's gonna take a lot of fixing. Like, I don't think this hump should be there. I don't know, do it later. A wolf and a bear. That's a cool ringer, right? Just Samsung alert. YouTube is dying too, I think. Starting to. Me and Angry Cops were talking about it. Ryan. He's basically the control panel for it. And there's just because of Elon Musk, there's new social media coming out, and that's super dope. It always tells you that you're in trouble with somebody blocked you or something. How the fuck do you block anybody? Just hide their profile? Whatever. Little anorexic masturbators. No, it's just a computer. It really is. It really is. Why would they tell you if you're hiding their content? How fucking rude. Like we need to know. Like, holy shit. It's supposed to be a place where you can live. That's what I hate about Facebook. Like, and Kale doesn't block me. He said it just acts up. I believe him because you don't have to lie to me. Like, if you want to abuse me, why don't you just fucking do it? I'm gonna go on Facebook and browse what everyone's saying. Maybe it'll cheer me up, make me less nervous. My mom's wearing that sweater that she gave me in this video. Her company.
Hi, I'm Joanna. I'm the owner operator of Just Nutty Rope and Cord Creations. I really enjoy being creative, and I started braiding horse tack as a hobby. Being as I was at home, I would make myself a little home business. One of the things that I enjoy the most is when I'm creating tack, I can be as creative as I want to be. And when I'm given full reign on designing a piece of tack, uh, the sky's the limit. And I'll keep trying until it works out the way that I want it to work out, or till it comes out looking like the vision that I have in my head. one of the things that I try to do is be unique. And when I was braiding halters, one of the problems that I was having is this nice little join right here would pull apart eventually over time, or if the horse pulled back. So I now add this little knot here, and no matter how hard that horse pulls, the material is going to break before the knot comes undone. A lot of work goes into these, and so if we want the different colors, we have to dye them, and we have to purchase a special polyester dye. It's a stovetop dye method. It can take an hour and a half to 2 hours just to dye one batch, because there's dyeing it, rinsing it, hanging it to dry, untangling it. Yeah, it's quite a process that goes into it. So it's not like you're just going and buying something pre-made, pre-dyed off the shelf. There's a lot of work that goes into all of these pieces. To make a mule tape halter and
That's Huck, that
six
horse that we
strand,
sold that made like
8-foot
freaking
lead.
eyes
There's
of
about
glory.
160 feet of cord in the halter and in the lead. I've sold pieces all across Canada, into the States, into Utah, Washington, Montana. Different tack that I make for horses is tie downs, wither straps, over under, breast collars, halters, headstalls. Pretty much anything you can put on a horse, I can braid it. My name's Joanna Shepherd, and I'm creating a future with my hands.
This secret.
The breeding horse, which like they're usually not fully able because it's mean to a horse because they like to run and play. That's the standard that I put on my horses, and Dawn can't afford a fucking horse, and that makes me sad. So I called her. I haven't talked to her since I was a little kid. Hadn't seen her around with my mom or anything. And I said, I can give you a job where you can have horses. Yeah. Me and my mom got attacked by a moose in our car. It was attacking us. It was trying to get in the window. It was kind of funny, but I think it gave mom a freaking heart attack. It was on her side. I was like, whoa, I punched it in the nose and broke its nose. Yeah.
That's that, like a boom, 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 boom. And I think to myself,
Charlie, come on.
what I want.
I may not have.
I should almost get birds, eh? Birds and fish.
Greetings. So kiss me on
They're dirty though. Like they really are. And like once a week you gotta completely rinse the cage out and stuff. And dry it before you put the bird back in. That's okay, I'm just dreaming.
Quiero comerte yo todos los días.
That's so boss. Looks like Rebel. Rebel's family. Not quite, but close.
One Van.
It's a good thing I shaped that
I
head.
haven't been wanting to eat. I'm kind of worried about myself again. Like, I wonder what I did. I punched myself in the gut pretending like to be tough or pretending to be stupid. It was fucking stupid though. I was having a stupid moment.
Just packing up for
It wasn't even that hard. Don't punch me. I won't be able to eat and I'll die.
Are you a Rebel Sandbox boy? Are you a Rebel Sandbox boy? Hi! It's a Rebel boy!
Oh.
When I
totally could afford a pet, but that's just the cleaning, right? And the jostling of, like, if I had a bird, I'd never be able to fucking leave. That's depressing. I used to work at the gym for freedom. That's how I got the job, and she paid me. And I basically took a workout program from her, and I got paid to do it. But then I was teaching, and I was a boxing coach and all this stuff, right? But I basically got paid to work out. Like, that is like one in a fucking million quadrillion bazillion fucking chance. I did. I got a beach body, but that allowed me to be a ballerina. But now I'm getting old. I'm actually getting kind of fucking rickety. Well, I dislocated my hip and my wrist and my shoulder. Fuck, do I know how? I just dislocated it, yeah. Just the release pain, they said that was going to happen. I would say everything was broken. I got stabbed a million times. Just how it works. I had a hard time in high school because everyone said I looked so fucking straight. And I was like, well, that's not even true, though, you know? Like, it's really not. I just never acted upon it or, like, tried to tease somebody to come my way about it. Try to hook up and make a marriage out of it. I just want love. That's all I care about. And one that's going to help me. I don't think that gay hate's going to stop me. It's not going to. It's just not going to. Well, I have type 1 and we're not supposed to. Well, we don't generally live that long. Gita would always joke. He's like, I give you till 50. You'll be so psychotic. I give you till 50. Because he's a fucking poor man. He suffered. He didn't get sick very often, but he got fucking polio. And he was poor. And his dad punched his mom in the face and left, kind of thing. That's what he said. And then he got a new dad. And it was. That's the joke. I guess you wouldn't understand. His mom and dad were always married together, just like mine. I was like, hey, Gina. He's like, what? I'm like, just remember you can't eat all those fancy box pre-made freaking hors d'oeuvres and shit. You can eat the appetizers. Can't afford it. I was like, you can't afford cheese spinach crudités or whatever. He's like, do you even know what that is? I was like, I don't think that's what it is. Oh, because we're in love. We were in love. We were in love. We were in love. But I was married. It's my boyfriend's best friend when he moved to Gita knew him in Mission. And then Owen moved here and didn't think Gita would ever be his friend. Again, they're best friends. Well, I think Owen had a lot of really good friends, but they got hurt. Fucking astro spacing and yeah, it's true about your lungs. You have to breathe constantly in space. You can't leave it to reflex. Not that you need me to tell you it's true, but I thought it was nice. Like clay face amputee driving around the clay driving. They're smoking weed at every stop. I'm just like, oh my god, you guys better drive slow. Like, honestly, don't make enemies. We did. We drove like perfectly. Clay did. It's just like the amputation would eventually grow to his head because the way he was injured, it wasn't assisted suicide. There's a chemical burn. The heat seeking missile story. I never smoked pot. I started to with Joey because Joey felt really shitty and I surprised him. I was just like, yeah, I'm smoking fucking because I can handle it. I just don't want it. So I bring on the withdrawal headache. That's what it is. I wonder what Taylor's doing, but I think Taylor died of corona. He was really weak. He was a weak baby from an accident or something. He wasn't born that way, but he had like allergies and shit. Really bad. Isn't that cool? It's kind of fucking cool. He got a heat seeing missile ray in his butt trying to open the window on the other side of me. The sergeant, who's just like, you can't get about 15 seconds, you gotta leave. You gotta leave. You gotta leave. You gotta leave. Fucking Christ, motherfuckers. Why didn't you just. I guess Clay and Owen were in the tank. Couldn't bash the windows because there was bombs attached to the window, too. They fucking fell asleep on duty. That happens. It's not their fault. I'm in like freaking jostle suit and shit. Like I'm not even joking. I love work. I love work, but they'll probably never let me because I love it so much. Never again. I lost too many friends. They will let me. They will let me in my fucking dying wish. I'm an astronaut. Officially. That's officially what the hell I am. I work on the ground as an astronaut. I have since I was young. I didn't mess up my lungs, believe me, not with these things. No, just happened. They're just sore because my heart aches, I think. And give and take, kind of let go shit. I don't know what that person was saying, but if you're here in Canada, that's where you're from, and good for you. Or here in the nation, that's good. Just triggering. It was a joke. I'm okay. I think it's cold in here now, but it feels so hot. That's so stupid. What? But I feel better than like when the heat was actually up. Wear socks. I'm like undoing bombs. And the love of my life was in that vehicle. I do want a boyfriend, but like you can see what's gonna happen. You're gonna block him out, and I'm gonna go amnesia. People tried to block Owen out so much I did have amnesia. So I left a box of kittens at their door. Beaten and battered. I'm just kidding. I had amnesia from shin splints surgery. I did. I had amnesia from the C-section too. Couldn't remember shit, just pretending like I did. Everyone thought I did, but that's not what it was. I was fucked. No wonder I'm tired. Hi, my name is Megan Levy. I'm not an actress, but that's a state of well-being. I stepped on a landmine with my dog. I got shin splint. Twisted my bone and bent it. Both my leg bones, like fuckered. That's basically it. I don't want to talk about it because I might not know what I'm talking about right now. You could see it in past footage when I was a bit heftier. And then you'll see it again when I'm a bit skinnier. I'm the star of a Megan Levy story. And that's my wolf that I gave the hamburger mile. He just looked different in that weather. His hair changed color. I feel like people care, so God bless. I worked on shin splints for a long time because you can and you're kind of supposed to. I went to gym class. I tried extra sports and gym classes. I was just kind of slow and I'd be like, ow, and lift my leg up. Ow, lift the other one up. Ow, and then I'm like, ha, got the ball. That was always so fun. Psychiatrist loved mine and Owen's relationship because we didn't even think about the traumas that much. We stayed offline so people didn't do that. I'm from Iraq, but I know, but it's just we didn't want to talk about it over and over again. We want to move forward. Get up, move forward. Made me out to be like the sad sack dog lover. I was always worried about the dogs. I pulled a prank and they're like, "You're famous." Nobody actually really cared about their dogs in the past. They were distracted by the fears. I was like, I cared about all the dogs, FYI. They're like, oh, you went and fed my dog? I was like, I went and fed your dog, brushed your dog, I did all this stuff. And I bought a huge bag of dog treats for my brother's dog and my daughter's dog. I'll just give him the whole bag, and then when I come across money again, I'll just buy a bunch for Logan. And when I come across money, I'll buy a bunch for Colton and his dog, my sister's husband. Because they're good. I'll do it again. I'm doing it again. They're amazing dog treats, I think. So these are duck and blueberry. So antioxidant with the duck is like a slippery, slurpy thing for their tummy. I just bought my daughter a cheesy gift because I'm crying that much. And made her some stuff. This is all ocean remedy. I'm not sure what it really is. Salmon and chickpea flour, green pea, and molasses. It's like an antidepressant stick. Some tennis balls that are a bit bigger because even though they're a medium small, I worry about them because I get so excited when I hate it. Sweet potato and liver, beef liver. They're like little chips, big chips actually. And then some hip and joint for the old, she's a coyote, purebred. Like straight up coyote, yeah. Hip and joint support. It's got all these spices in it for dogs, vitamins, spices, whatever. It's like mussels, like those awesome fish that taste fucking awesome, even for a human. A lot of hemp, a lot of salmon and mussel omega oils and hemp seed oils. These ones will kill her if you give her too many, so. And then just soft dog food that's just pure salmon. Once I'm gay, what does that mean? Usually if you actually are gay, you can't go because you need to heal too much. Oh no, it's so true. You kind of lose your job as a soldier once you go gay. That would probably be like the oppression, because I'd be like, oh, I'm so happy to be gay with you. And then I'd be like healing, and then I would be a soldier without a job. But I'm just trying not to hate, so put yourself in a position then. Because I like my job. That's why I'd flip to hate. I'm not sure, like, am I supposed to do call the chancellor and be like, hey, like, when are we going to work again? Because like, I kind of want to be gay. It's not like it's twisting my brain. I actually just got that exam because I asked, honestly. So I'm just being nice. Okay, there. It's done. It's done. It's a little bit tough. So I made her this dog with a scarlet tail. Roll. You can't say shit. It's good though. Like, yeah. I made her this little puppy. I have heartburn all the time. I wonder what it's from. It's time for a change because I'm going through Tums like crazy, I noticed. So, like a laxative. That's why they're so small. Too. First year out. Helps them be strong again after. These are the real ones. You can eat tons of liquor because of dogs. It's hard to raise a kid, right? Like, people really judge when you raise a kid. Like, why can't you just plot like adulthood on them? I was like, Coral, how do you believe in the armed forces? She's like, I just do, you know. And I'm like, I'm gonna do the lesson with you anyway. She's like, okay. This is a poem. It's a haiku. It's right on there. It's a haiku. My unicorn drawing. And there's a compliment about magic on there. So that gays can stop stealing shit and painting people and accusing people.
Thank you.
Yep. I have to tell him one of these moments. I'm not going to be here on Wednesday. And this one was like the gratitude of her joining ballet all on her own, like asking and being firm. And I didn't have any expectations for her to grow up so flipping fast and strong. But she did, and she had every option to sit at home playing video games. And she still wanted to graduate and go on. She would have had money too. She has money too. Like how much? $1,000 for the rest of her fucking life. And that's what's so amazing. Like Zalazan's like, how in the fuck did you pull that off? I was like, I didn't have a life and that's how I'm a loser. And I guess I never had sex because honestly, and I didn't have time. I didn't have a fucking life. I had a working life, and that was the life that I always wanted. I love those people. That's why Anne Honeyford and Ken Honeyford dropped the fucking gate on themselves. I like went through suicidal fucking whatever. Like I don't know, it was like sympathy. I was in a sympathetic mode and it was for too long. I was worried they're in a hospital. Ken died from it. So it's like you put the French underneath the magnet. It's a calendar. Let's read the activities so I at least know what the hell you could be doing. Me and Colby like soccer. That's why we believe we're twins, because all of us kids are the same. But we're not. Mom literally went through that shit 4 times. Swimming, dentist, movie night, play outside, doctor, party, gymnastics, martial art, music. Soccer, skating and hockey, dance, shopping, a blank one, church, sports, play date, another blank one. You get 2 free. I don't know. These are funny. They're cute. Just trying to help her put the word to what she already says. That's what I thought. My stickers are kind of dumb, I think. Well, not really. Boom. You are amazing. Out of this world. Fantastic. A little friggin' monster. Superstar. Unicorn hippopotamus. Narwhal whale. Just trying to be encouraging. A tiny encouraging gift. I need to buy gift bags and stuff. Honestly, like, this is becoming a trend. If my health starts to fail because I'm being selfish, greedy, then what? The food bank like really covers it. Freaking what they used to say you needed was like 2 bell peppers a day and like a cucumber a day, half a cucumber maybe. I was like, that is just bogus. They're like, that's too much. I thought I was anorexic. I was like, oh my god, like no, because they weren't army. I was raised like that's why I was such a genius too. As a coral joined, because I was raised right. Out of this world. I'll just use my vape because it's a thank you. My vape juice bag. Duck. Hemp and stuff. Salmon. Beef. See what I did there? That's totally how I was shopping. And I just sorted out through all the many types of treats I have there. Tennis balls. I've just been holding on to excitement for so long. Are you excited? Damn straight. Kobe never spent money on treats. His dogs kept getting the shits. He just buy like the cheese and oat or whatever. Cheese, oat, and chicken. Funny. Cool, because then I feel important giving you a gift. Shake them. Yeah, I could. Oh no. You tricked me. She likes gangsters. She likes thugs. She likes them fools that come out and sell drugs. Pretty sure that was written for me. Because I'm not really always so serious. And then the drug dealers come to see who has to start doing some. Not as punishment. I just fucking howl. They're so funny. So ours are. And yeah, Owen was a drug dealer of all kinds. And a grower. I don't know. All of them at once. Switch. Yeah, no. You guys, if you're not just gonna be funny and upbeat, then like, it's fine once in a while, but like you gotta be funny and upbeat. I don't have what it takes. I might go make pizza. Clean out the oven is the main point. Yeah. Go ahead. I gotta finish this though. It's not finished. One day. One time. Here.